That's probably off by 1 or 2, but I'm not sure if I care that much about it. And the answer is I don't. That is Scarborough, done and done. Except they're now going to produce beer that they probably don't send elsewhere, but that's alright. Boston are wanting beer, London want fish, and everybody's wanting fish because Harlem just can't source a decent amount of hemp. Danzig can't end state of emergency, and where's the wildcard Thagnus? Oddly enough in Lubeck. Neustadt still has a ton of hemp, so I'm going to just grab it and tell Haarlem to stop messing up so much. No, I mean Haarlem should be fed plenty by Nimwegen, provided Nimwegen actually ups its population for a change. And they're trying, probably. Arson, hemp, treasure. That's good. State of emergency, really? I mean, things are so good here. How could it possibly still be a state of emergency? I am bamboozled. Okay, no, now they're in upswing. Good. That means I grab the people mover. They move people into Danzig's pub. So it'll be 2,400 just like that. Now I killed this from 6,000 people or more down to this, so it's okay. And then they will work in the sawmills for me and we'll get all that fat wood. Otherwise people should move away from Rostock. And if Nestved is under siege, then its money is mine. The way the money comes in is pretty satisfactory. Could come in faster though, let's be honest. So the grain is almost becoming a problem. If only salt was something I had too much of, because then we could get rid of that quite happily. But I mean, this is why I have so much storage. The pitch is still in, but that's fine levels of it. The clothing, shouldn't I be producing somewhere? Jake using autoclicker to move people? Yeah, even the regular hold down to move people thing is unbearably slow, so I autoclick it. Alright. Man, what else is there even left to do here, other than make money and satisfy lords? There's going to be some stuff that needs to be refined here. But everywhere will be growing. Now I have everything set up, except once again for Thorn. Why didn't I set up Thorn? Because their wall isn't done. And they are constantly needing more brick and more wood. I mean, I can get that wood. People are generally short on wood though. Well, go and get it. It's good to see Lubeck's in upswing as well, so I could probably go and dump people there. Thorn has plenty of food, right? Yeah, of course. Everywhere is well supplied with food, no starvation here. And then I still want the people mover to jumpstart Lubeck. And Rostock is a bit of a problem because it's overflowing with people. It's at 100% wealth as well, it's just disgusting. And if I recall well, they're producing way more grain than I need. Rostock, grain, they're only meant to give me 68, so I way overproduce here. Which tells me maybe I can shut down the number of people here permanently. Well, that's not really what I'm looking to do. Being able to abduct people from here is pretty handy. Saves me a round trip to Haarlem at least. But it is a part of the reason why we're overproducing in grain, because of all this. But the weavers will now work pretty hard. They will drink up that. And does the Rostock cloth guy just not work properly? Rostock to Alberg, cloth, Dali. He always seems to stop. Alright, let's get Lubeck full of people, because I want that honey. Get to work. Hell, I could probably abduct more people from Rostock, it works out pretty well. And it eases up that grain production, also nice. So Lubeck just immediately shot up there, and it's going to shoot up some more. Watch it. There. Just beautiful. So where even still needs me? Gotham City is stagnating a bit, and I don't like that. So we're going to abduct yet more people. Actually going to abduct some weavers even. I'm sorry, Elle, you need to come with me. Or to put it another way, get in please. It's nice that the colourful cow isn't coming to ruin my day every now and then now. And this AI is terrible, just take it down. And unload. Much better. Odd that clay is the one thing I'm short on. Do the places making clay actually do it for me? Haarlem, Rostock, Stettin in particular though. Okay, well that's probably part of the problem. Do I actually have a Stettin clay brigade? Also, Stettin is growing too much. Stettin. I mean, I'm not focusing hard on stopping this stuff. And a bit more, Well, it's going to need more houses, there's no doubt about that. I'm fine if the AI just doesn't build more businesses, because then I can artificially keep population down. I suppose I could test that in Rostock, but if I'm wrong, the AI is going to build a whole load more buildings, and that's unpleasant, expensive, lots of things I don't want. The only other way is to build all the buildings everywhere so that the AI actually can't build anything. That is incredibly tedious. Granted, it's something I need to do in the end anyway, but it's still incredibly tedious. There we go. I'm going to go and grab that clay from Stettin because it's clearly needed. I'm going to set up that trade route since I don't think Stettin puts it out. Also, Snowtoad is asking me if I like a good cuddle. Of course I do. Stettin to Alberg Brick. I mean, there you are, you're just not working. Thorn putting it to use so fast. but they still lack a wee bit. I want them to finish that wall, so I'm more than happy to go and collect some more for them. I got all this wood coming in. I think what I need to do is up the guys that actually throw the wood around. So I should have the likes of wood center here. It's just 3 cogs, so that's a bit of a problem. Once they get to Alberg, they're about to find themselves be a bit more than 3 cogs. They can be 4 cogs. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed of that. I'd like it to be more. I just don't have the ships now, which is a problem to have. You should be able to deal with that though. And then there's a single solitary cog that I think does the west. Yikes. There's a lot more that does the west though, I'm certain of it. Okay, and there's you that does the center. Okay, there are a lot of people that shift wood then. I think the lack of people getting supplied it is almost entirely down to what I've done with building everything everywhere. So I suppose you can be back to how you were. I'll just accept the fact that wood deliveries are going to be a little late for a while. Although I can grab the wild card to help out with things. That's essentially what his job is. Give me that wood and I will give it to the people. Like Malma, who was complaining bitterly about a lack of wood. Oh, but Gotham City is hurting even harder. Oslo too, but didn't Oslo... Yeah, Oslo's been told to build 1 million things. It's okay though, I'll get around to it. Why don't you click that 37 unactive thingy button and activate everything? A lot of them are inactive for a good reason, like my expeditionaries that I just don't bother with. Some of them are the hunters that I have ready and waiting to strike. And... what are you even carrying? Get rid of that wine. And then some... where can I find one? Okay, some are my to-dos, which I don't have a job for, but they have good... well, they have really good captains, so I don't want to put them to use right now. Should probably repair them instead, though. Done. And then there are guys that have jobs that they should be doing, but they've stopped because they get to a point where they actually can't pick anything up. And they don't like that. Which is a bit bothersome, because that's just something that's going to happen from time to time. For example, he wants to pick up tools, but, well, there are tools now, so get to it. Who else is there? Hell, I guess I could just activate all of them. Then again, there's Bergen's salt, and Bergen... I think I've stopped having them make salt. I can check. If I can ever find it. My Bergen makes mead and meat, not salt. So you're a Todo now. Get away. The meat guy should be working though. Bergen should certainly be bringing meat to the party. They aren't really. Bergen is meant to be at least a little bit of meat. But they barely have any. Counting House Administrator. Well, you know what? You can get to work. You can try at least. And then there's brick. Bergen does not do brick anymore, so you're a Todo. Get back there. Bergen also doesn't do wood anymore. Bergen used to do a lot of things for me. Not anymore. And again, super good at everything except for fighting, and who cares about fighting? So I want them back to there. Then there's the Le Grande fish. Harlem is not currently overflowing with fish. You will get back to your work eventually though. Skarberg to Alberg's wood. Well, you not working is a problem. Get to it. Boston to Alberg brick. Seize the day. Well, they don't have a lot of brick to share. That's a bit of a problem. But does Boston actually make bricks for me? They do not. So that makes you a Todo. A Todo. Boston to Alberg Bricks Fury. Well, once again, they don't do that. So you're a Todo. The Aarhus is also no longer on brick duty. I did make them do that to kind of help with some of the lack of brick and the fact that we have too much pitch. Actually, there's a lot of stuff they could be doing for me right now. Get rid of a lot of that pitch too, but just a bit because I don't want to cancel that route too. Otherwise, I don't need you to be bringing that over. I'll have it more as and when I need it. So still get over there, Todo. You should have plenty of tools to bring over though. You have some, which isn't plenty, but get to it anyway. Same with the pelts. Surprised that you don't have loads of pelts to share. Oh, you're just not working hard enough, Flensburg. Smithies, hunting lodges. I guess there's just not a lot of pelts to be made. Aarhus's pitch is apparently not getting shared. And then there's Scarborough to Alberg. Honey, but Scarborough no longer does honey for me, right? Okay, it does a tiny amount of honey. 57. And it all gets drank by you. So we do not need a honey runner here. So you're another Todo. Get away. So yeah, I've got a lot of Todos. And there are guards as well that actually don't need to be guards. Because, well, I guard everywhere already. So let's check the guard list. There's Sherry Birkin. I don't know if they're actually working or not. Alright, Aquaholic and Aquavita. They don't really have jobs to do. Nor do they have amazing captains, so over it goes. Also means I've dumped people here with nothing to do, right? Ah well, not a concern. Okay, a lot of unknown pirates coming to get me. I wonder if... well, it's most likely that an angry king sent these out. So I'm going to go and take the mission to destroy them. It's the way to do it. Assuming it's actually there. No, no, yes. Destroy all pirates with a mission. Such a good mission. Worth a little bit of micro there to get yourself an extra Carvel. And look at all these naval battles. Imagine if you had to do all of these manually. It would be horrible. As in manually without modded files. Doing it manually is already pretty nasty. But at least we got that thing done. London, you building a wall yet? Oh, of course you're not. Why? I mean, granted we can artificially keep that population down, but... Maybe it's worth my time demolishing some stuff in the center. It's expensive. It's very expensive. But I could knock down your breweries and put up houses. It's absurdly expensive to do that. Now I'd have to do it 5 times. Alternatively, I could... Oh, sawmill. You'll sell me that for relatively cheap. Ah, he's going to do a bit of a miming there. He doesn't know what he's saying. I'm actually going to save and load the game so I can hear people say that. And I'm just going to kill the game for half a moment, because that's what you've got to do when you get hit by the sound bug. It's just a shame they don't do so much post-launch support. I'm not sure if that was down to Gaming Mind or Calypso, but boy are these games buggy. Jake, when you mod the damage values, is there no value for inland combat or wagon raiding probability that you can adjust? Not that I have found. I think in this game you will just always be hit on your wagon trains. If that is the case, I refuse to build up the inland cities, because that is no way to live. The constant boom, boom, boom of your wagon trains being hit, and seeing that your mercenaries actually die, that's horrific. Now I am all for the removal of mercenary scum. There we go. Okay, starting off in Rostock, where we could just check those Carvils. It's a thing of beauty. But they don't deserve to be here. I should be throwing them over to Aalborg, where all the cool stuff happens. Alternatively, I have another idea. Why don't I send all my boats here? Or just somewhere else that is my own city, like Flensburg, somewhere that doesn't see a huge amount of traffic. Because my problem with Aalborg here is that it's very hard to actually deal with, whereas Flensburg... Or Navstead? Navstead might even be nicer, it's even more central. Yeah, I like that. People are going to Navstead now. Which means I'm going to pick someone here that has no real job, like... Where's Toto? Well, he's getting repaired. So Toto and Aalborg can take all the ships and move them over to one of my places. Because there's so many boats that come and go from Aalborg that it becomes a real pain to work with. So over you go, and that means I can grab these other guys. Anyone that's a Toto. Even this guy. Okay, now, to be fair, a lot of these guys had great captains, but I've just suddenly stopped caring. Captains build up over time anyway. Makes you the last, at least the last one in Aalborg. So I'm going to grab all these ships and take them over to Navstead. And I will try to remember that. It's very likely that I will completely forget, but there we go. And then there are plenty of other places that have ships built up for me. Like good old Carvels. And yes, it's this fun again of, ooh. of finding places that really need to get bigger shipyards, but they can't unless they're Hanseatic cities, so I won't hold it against them. My place is getting very close to being self-sufficient. My Hanseatic League, that is. And that's an exciting thought. Sure, we overproduce some things and not everywhere is fully bulked out with people, but we provide almost everything that we're going to provide by now. Always need more cogs. Jake, if you don't build up the inland, are you truly done with the game? I tell you, if I had to deal with constant attacks on the roads, then yes, I will be done with this game. There are a lot of frustrations in this game, and I can put up with lots of them. But even I have my limits. Malmö, they're producing, again, so many cogs for me. This is good though, I mean, at the start of the game, cogs were the best you can get, so I can't really get too fussy. Oh no, I have too many cogs. It's like help, I'm westernizing. No, help, I'm teching too fast. Western tech problems. Speaking of which, I was playing on Third Rome. And I was playing as Novgorod, because life has gotten quite a bit more difficult for everybody's favourite, well, Vichy Republic now. And I was actually thinking about, oh man, maybe life is too grim for them. So I played as Novgorod, and I crushed Muscovy so hard, it gave me a, it made me very happy. So, that was a thing. Might continue that game. But that was just something I was doing in my own time. So many ships to round up, but I'm glad they're there. So we've got a large shipyard here. I should be constructing tons of caravels and keeping demand for all these goods nice and high. Jake, it's not nice teasing us about EU4. Well, that's a pity. Nevsted. Getting those river cogs. Wait, I am in Nevsted. Never mind that one. Even poor Lubeck, who I did terrible things to. They're making me the boats. I mean, just the organization of your boats is a unpalatable clickfest. But that could be used as a description for the game overall. I mean, I like the game, but it does have its own things to answer to. So many damn tailors. What am I gonna do with you, Stettin? I mean, in the end, I can't buy out the AIs, burn all their businesses to the ground, as long as the AI does not build more businesses when I artificially keep the population down. Which sounds like a really dark thing to say. Storage costs in Bruges and Bremen. Bruges is fine, why Bremen? Bremen makes a lot of hemp, but I didn't set up anybody to actually move that hemp. I'm probably going to end up flooded with hemp real quickly, because Neshved has been picking up the slack for that instead of doing other things. They're meant to be making me iron, right? Nevshed, answer me. 19 hemp, 14 metal, 67 pelts. Pelts? Damn, I said Neshted was done, but I didn't actually build what I needed here. That's a good point. And I have all these hemp farmers not knowing what to do. Ah, but I